Hi guys, welcome back to another video with the RUSTYBLUR YouTube Barber. We're going to be doing a bald fade today on Kieran. So we're starting out and we're going to give him a buzz cut all over with a number 4, then we'll get into the fade. The clipper that I'm using in this walkthrough is the Stylecraft Instincts. I have actually borrowed this off somebody because I haven't got hold of one yet. It's an absolute beast of a clipper. And if you're interested in any of the products that I use from Stylecraft and Gamma, especially in the USA, you can use my code RUSTY15 and it'll save you 15% on anything Gamma or Stylecraft. Once I've finished doing that, I will get the hairdryer and you can hear the power. It's the Gamma XL, just to get rid of all the loose hair. Now we're going to go in with the Stylecraft Flex and set in the first bald guideline. As you can see, it's absolutely just making light work of this. The only thing that I don't like about the Flex, what I'm using, is the blue LED lights. It is like a disco in your hand, but other than that, it makes effortless work of things. Now we've put the initial guideline in, we're going to go in with the Stylecraft Rebel foil shaver. Again, it makes such light work of things. Like most things Gamma and Stylecraft, it just plows through the hair and it leaves a really nice clean finish. No irritation either, which is always a good thing for the client. As I'm working around with the foil shaver, when I get up to the top line, what I do is I always release the pressure slightly, just so it doesn't put too much of a harsh line in there. Now we've opened the lever fully and we're going to set in our second guide, and we're just going to work all the way around the head about a finger's width, just to make it consistent. As you get further round to the back, you've got more room to play with, so you can actually make it a little bit wider at the back, which I probably have done slightly on this one. And Kieran does have like some dips in his head, and you can see there the shadowing of where I've actually put in this second guideline. And it is, I can look at it and I can look at it and look at it, and it never seems right to me. But I wanted to put this video out there just to show that sometimes you're not going to be happy with your cuts for one reason or another, but I don't just want to put out all the perfect cuts. I want to show that the struggles with different head shapes and different hair textures. Moving on, we're going to now work down through the lever click by click, and we're just going to, each time we're just going to knock it down a click and stay slightly under where we was before until we've got that guideline out. Now we're going to go in with the 1.5 guard. We're going to knock out a little bit of the bulk because this fade is going to be done using the blur guard. Now if you haven't heard of the blur guard, I will leave a link in the top corner so you can go check out that video. But basically the blur guard starts at a 0.5 and it goes up to a 1.5 in a single guard. If you're interested in a blur guard, I will leave it in a link down below where you can get one. And again, if you use my code RUSTYBLUR, it'll get you a 10% discount on one of those as well. Now I've put the 2 guard on, I'm going to open this up and I'm just going to go around where I've put the 1.5 guard on, and I'm just going to go into this and just remove that line that it goes all the way around her head, and this will just blend in nicely. Now we're onto the blur guard. We're going to close the lever all the way and we're just going to work around at this bottom line just a smidgen at a time until the lever's fully open, which will be a 1.5, and that'll just blend in where the number 2 is. I have actually cut Kieran's hair since this video, and what I decided to do the next time that I cut it, I used the blur guard again, but what I did was set the guideline in a little bit higher, and I just feel like it made the haircut come out a lot better than what it did this time. But it's all about trial and error, and sometimes it might not work the first time and it might work the second time. Don't ever be disheartened, just keep trying different things. He was happy with this haircut, but like I say, it's just trial and error. At this point in the fade, looking at the lever, I'm at about a number 1 now, and I'm just working further and further up into the actual final blend. Now I've finished with the blur guard. I've put a number 3 on because I did a number 4 on the top, and now I'm just going through with the number 3 and just making sure that it all blends nicely into the top of the hair. just going in now with the corner at blades, just looking for any dark patches, what I think I might be able to get out. And the key to this is just use the corner of the clipper, just use a couple of teeth, and if you see any dark spots, just attack at those. Now we're going to go on to my top tip. I'm going to put the number 4 back on, I've wet his hair, and I'm just going to go through with the comb and I'm just going to brush it back, and I'm going to look for any little straggly bits that I might have missed the first run over. Now this is a great tip for anyone who's doing any buzz cuts or anything, because it just shows that you care about your client. They're not going to go home and they're not going to find any loose flyaway hairs. The last thing that you want to do is send your client away and I'm going to go home, wash their hair and think I'm going to have to cut it myself now. Like always, just to finish off, just get your trimmer, go around, get any of the long hairs from the neck. I always get the shaver out as well and give it another shave just to make sure it's all the way nice and clean, and give them a little spray of lemon fresh. Just little touches like that makes a big difference. And that's the finished cut. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.